Greetings, everyone. Today, I am looking at the free-to-play MMO first-person shooter by Red 5. Actually, I don't remember if there's anything else to their name off the top of my head. Called Firefall. Now, the reason why I'm looking into this is because, admittedly, I'm somebody who is interested in playing Destiny, but I don't have a PS4 or an Xbox One, and frankly, some of the reviews I've been hearing for it have been kinda so-so. So I've been really hesitant to make the dive and take the plunge on it. So instead, I figured before I try that, I should poke around maybe a couple of options on the PC, since I do have a pretty good gaming PC, instead of stressing myself out about the next-gen consoles. So at this point in time, I've put in probably 4 hours, maybe a little bit more than that, into Firefall. And I would explain my progression, but in order to do that, I have to kind of explain a little bit more about the game first. So, first thing I want to mention is there are classes in the game, much like in not just role-playing games, but also a lot of shooters. The classes in this game are tied to a piece of equipment you're wearing. So, first of all, this is both a first and third-person shooter. If it's a first-person shooter, then it's just the one, so it's clearly both. You can easily switch between the two at any time by pushing down on the middle mouse wheel. Obviously, rotating the mouse wheel changes your weapons, which I just did on accident. But that's kind of neat. I like that they give you the ability to choose which way you want to go with that, which is pretty cool. Every weapon seems to have a primary and secondary fire. For some weapons, that secondary fire is, say, a bouncer grenade, instead of it just an exploding grenade. Well, other weapons, like this assault rifle, the secondary fire is my scope. So it kind of goes from weapon to weapon. Your primary weapon is determined by your class, as are the abilities you see on the bottom of my screen, right above my health and ammo gauge. So in order to demonstrate what I'm saying about class, I'm wandering around the first hub city, Copacabana, which, if you believe it, you're probably noticing some of the, So, when you go to this battle frame garage, nope, I'm sorry, that is the wrong thing. We'll talk about that guy in a minute. When you go to this battle frame station, so here you can see all the different classes you can choose from. So if you choose one of these different battle frames, it changes your role, and it displays a description really quick. In the interest of time, this appears to be like your tanky, heavy weapons character. This is your close-range shotgun kind of thing. Fans of UT's Black Cannon, take note. This is the medic stand-in. Let's see. This is the engineer stand-in, called the engineer, right down to being able to deploy turrets. I've seen them. And then I'm playing the sniper stand-in currently. You'll note that the level is independent for each suit. So I'm a level 4 Assault, a level 2 Dreadnought, and I've been spending most of my time on Recon. You'll also note that these each have additional battle frames. Now, I don't know what it takes to unlock these yet, unfortunately, so I can't speak to that. I'm assuming if you progress far enough down on a given battle frame, you can get to it. I also know you can buy access to the battle frames quickly, because this is a free-to-play game, and it wouldn't be a free-to-play game if you couldn't pay money to skip grind. So, for the sake of demonstration, I am going to switch to Dreadnought. So now, I am this hulking, heavier armor, and I have a chain gun, which is pretty cool. My secondary weapon is this shotgun, which, let's see, let's equip that. Oh, I can't equip that yet, drat. Alright, well, it's SMG, burst rifle. I can't use that yet. Okay, we'll just stick with what I have. Okay, So this is the first thing I wanted to mention. So you can switch between your classes. Cool. Classes are level dependent on each other. Not as cool, but I guess to some level that gives the game more longevity, bouncing between various classes. And it's kind of nice that you don't have to start the entire character over. I mean, I clearly have all of my money and inventory when bouncing between them. And it's pretty cool that you can just change on the fly like that. Alright, so this guy, that's part of the story. The other part of the story is managing your battle frame. So one of the things that's really interesting about this game is that when you start it, you give your call sign and your gender, and then it throws your character in immediately. There's no character creation screen. It isn't until after you beat the tutorial that you can go here and click on the new you and actually play around with the character. And from here, you can actually like change your character's gender and like do all sorts of stuff in terming, just in general, change your entire character on the fly. And a lot of this change is just free, so it's kind of cool that you're able to reinvent yourself at any time. Now, obviously, as you can see, some of these cost red beans, which is their pay real money currency. So, you don't have access to everything. If you want to have these dreads, you gotta pay beans, blah blah blah. You get the idea. So I'm not gonna actually go through with any of this. Okay, cool. Now we can go back. While I'm here, though, I can also paint my battle frame. And again, there are a number of built-in colors. There's a number of colors that you have to buy with red beans. There are, of course, the cooler-looking colors, of course. But, at least it's cosmetic and not having to do with power level. So I actually think I'm going to go with the copper this time. Kind of like how that looks. Ooh, no, we'll just go with the default white this time. Alright, going back. Boop. Alright. So I've talked a little bit about that. Let's show you what the player versus environment content is like. So in major hubs you have these job boards, and from here you can pick a quest to do. Now I'm going to assume that stuff from this quest board will be okay for my level 2 to do. So let's try this one just because I haven't done it before.
Ares 3-5, this is Accord Command. We've got an assignment for you. Should be routine. Rendezvous with the Accord medical officer in the field. He'll have the latest orders for you.
We'll be right there, Command.
So, usually while you're playing, you've got this ops officer, Arrow, who's always talking in your ear and all that kind of stuff. Kind of handling the talking to NPCs for you, since your character is mute and never says anything. So once I talk to this person, should give me the next step. What I find tricky is I have to remember to follow the blue waypoints while doing a mission. So I want to treat the orange ones like they're more important, but those are not your mission waypoints. Okay. Sometimes the voice acting works and sometimes it doesn't.
One of our medical couriers got ambushed by a swarm of piranhas earlier today. She made it out okay, but had to drop her package in order to do so. We need you to recover it.
No problem. I've received the coordinates. We'll take care of this.
Thanks. Our wounded troops need those medical supplies badly. Don't delay.
Okay.
Roger that. We'll see you soon.
So, we're gonna go...
Boss, just head for the waypoint. This job shouldn't be too complicated.
Yes, I get it.
I hope those medical supplies are okay, though. Medicine is in short supply these days, even for the Accord.
Okay. So, following the orange stuff to the blue waypoint. I think this is another part of the reason why it confuses me. The arrows that give me a hint as to where I'm supposed to go are orange, but the waypoint for my mission is blue. Meanwhile, I have this big orange waypoint telling me where Copacabana is, which is useless to me because I don't want to go to Copacabana. As you will note, I can tap shift to enter into like a sprint mode toggle, which is used for transit. It's not as handy for combat. Oh, it looks like we got contacts. Contacts, and somebody's already engaging him. Let's see what he can do here. Excellent. And I can do like this. Oh no! It's a bunch of bugs. Are they hiding behind the wall? They are. Okay. No, apparently I walked through some poison. I should try not to do that. And I have this shield. I don't really know what it does. Nope, nope. Pay closer attention. I think a bunch of guys are getting around me and use my ability. Which, wow, that has a much longer wind-up time than I thought it did. Oh. This is a bad time to reload. Alright, so now we should talk about the other thing. We have a jetpack. You always have a jetpack. It makes getting around kind of handy and interesting, and it also makes fighting melee bugs like kind of stupidly easy if you're paying attention, because you can just kite them around, not get shot, blah 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 blah. Oh no, my ability's not on open yet, so I'm just gonna keep shooting. I'm gonna keep running out of ammo. Okay. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's grab some medical supplies.
Well,
That's not the whole
we
job,
salvaged
is
what
it?
was left of those supplies. Unfortunately, it's only a small portion of the original shipment.
I was gonna say.
I've got good news. Area scans indicate that the Iranians broke the supplies into multiple parts and transported them to different locations. We might be able to save most of the shipment yet. Sending you the closest location now.
I'm sorry, the bugs?
Copy that. We're on our way to the next location.
The bugs broke the shipment into multiple parts? Why would they... See, okay. Confession time, viewers. I have not been paying especially close attention to the plot, and if there's been any suggestions so far that the Iranians are smart enough to hoard and acquire human material for their actual use, that's news to me. I'm gonna pick up some more ammo here real quick. That's why it's popped back into Copacabana. You know, and as you can see, because I've got the jump pack, I can just kind of be like, oh hey, let's get there the super fast way. Direct route, super go. You'll find I keep bouncing back and forth between the two views. I'm gonna try to do the next fight in first person for the sake of perspective, but I don't know, I like navigating in third person. Excuse me. I think it helps me kind of keep track of where I'm going and relative position and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, when that blue meter appears on the side, that's my jump pack fuel. I'm going to use it to slow my descent so I don't take any falling damage. Yeah, yep. Cool. Alright, almost there. Alright, let's check that first person. Oh, Eddie's. Here we go. So, get dudes. I did not cause that explosion. There is probably another player around here. That's cool. We take the help. There is. Kill until I find medical supplies, okay? See, these guys like to dance around a lot. I find that it's amazing to me how much even the most basic enemies just seem to slide around on the battlefield. Like, I almost feel like I need to boost my mouse sensitivity just to keep up with them. And I might consider doing that. Because it's pretty much unreal, like, how quickly these guys just dance around. I mean, it makes the game not a complete and totally easy, but not in an interesting way. It makes it easy because they dance around in random and unpredictable patterns. Oh, these guys are level 5. So, So here's an interesting point. I'm apparently getting under-leveled now, and some of these guys are going to hit me like a truck. I'm going to have a hard time hurting them. But I think that explosion helped. Okay. So I've killed 13 of 13 enemies. Where's the medical supplies? It says collect them. Those are different bad guys. Collect. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Okay. No? Yes? What's the dealio? Do I have to kill this guy? Is he actually? I think that icon over said might mean he's part of my group. Well, that doesn't make any sense because it says I've killed 13 of 13. Okay. Oh, wait, is that it? Wow. So apparently one of the guys I killed over here.
Grab those supplies and we can move on to the next location.
Yep. Done and done. Okay. So, this is definitely one of the less interesting missions I've done. Oh, are you guys aggro on me? Is that a thing that's happening right now? Can I block your shit?
Copy that. We're on our way to the
can't
next
tell
location.
if I'm blocking your shit. I guess so? It kinda looks like I am. I don't know. Man, they have to put that waypoint like on the other side of Copacabana. It's just, it doesn't end. Ugh. I don't know if I can land on these. Let's keep. Come on. Ooh, I'm running low on ammo. So look at that, I'm in Copacabana again. Maybe I shouldn't have done a low-level quest. We'll see how long this video is when I finish this quest, and if it's not too long, maybe I'll do one more.
Don't worry, we've got things under control.
Good lord. Okay, let's take the glide pad. Where is that? Okay. So one of the other things you can do is stationed throughout the game are these glide pads. They can be used to glide a great distance. It's kind of a temporary mount of sorts. Alright, so we got 900 meters. So I have to try to stay at the correct elevation, or else I will dip significantly, like that. It'll give me a clue as to what I need to be on the sides. So long as I keep it up, I can stay in the air. This is faster than walking. As if nothing else, it ignores terrain. Man! Where are they sending me? Damn! That's... They better not expect me to come back to Copacabana. This is gonna be a boring-ass walk if they do. Oh, crap, of course. I've started losing altitude since I put the map screen. Now 400 meters. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Yeah, I'm kind of lukewarm on the story, to be honest. It kind of feels like it's... They created their world first, and then built a story to justify it, which could be fine, except... I don't think they did a particularly inspired job with it. Essentially, this is supposed to be Earth, hence Copacabana. After we used space crystals to try to go into space, and that went horribly wrong. And the horribly wrong caused aliens to show up on Earth through something called the melding. Blah 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 blah. Everything so far has been, you know, oh, come to Copa. Oh, geez, I'm gonna die. Hold on. That's 7. Alright. I have no idea why I'm getting my ass kicked so bad. Maybe because I'm sitting here talking instead of paying the fuck attention. Alright, it's time to... This is ridiculous. There is no reason for me to let these melee dudes hit me. At all. Ooh, that's probably health. Get the health, get the health, get the health, get the health. Thank you. Sweet Jesus. Okay, so there are 2 more. That's a lot more than 2 more. I'm just saying. Okay, so there's the medical supplies. I don't dare collect them yet. Jesus. Okay.
Great shooting. Grab those supplies so we can get out of here.
Okay. So I grabbed them. Where do I need to go now?
Copa so you can hand off the medical supplies.
How did I know? How did I know they were going to ask me to go all the way back to Copa? My apologies, viewers. I may at this point be spoiled by Wildstar and, like, not having to return quests to the quest giver, like, 80% of the time, and just being able to forward progress. And that is clearly not how this game works, and I really should have a better open mind about that, but instead it just feels like a chore. What? Why is he there? You know what? Never mind. It's just, we're doing this. Let's go. Okay. So, yeah, my impressions so far, the game has potential. I think there's a lot of things that it does that are interesting. I like that, you know, you can change class on the fly. I like that you can do that on a single character and not have to keep you rolling. I like that that means that you can kind of have persistent resources. I think that's all great. I like that there isn't a monthly. I wouldn't even dream of paying a monthly for a game like this. I like that it's free to play, so you know, it's one of those things where it's like anytime you're talking about a free to play game, on some level you kind of have to curb your expectations, because of course the game is going to be more frustrating if you're not paying to, you know, take the shortcuts. Like, that's part of the design most of the time. And so we'll get to the free-to-play stuff a little bit later, but I find the combat in this game just strangely floaty and inaccurate. I don't know how much of that has to do with, you know, the jump packs, but it's not satisfying to shoot things, and I can't quite put my finger on why that is. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to make it sound like I think the game is incompetent, because I don't. I think that it is at best, it is at worst average on the shooter department. I feel like I have played much more satisfying shooters, first or third, for that matter. It doesn't help. God damn it, hang on a second. Of course. Why was... The hell? Did I not waypoint that? Waypoint it. Ah, whatever. Okay. It doesn't help, though, that even if the shooting was average at best, whatever, I don't find the story engaging. I don't find the world particularly interesting. So it really doesn't compel me to keep playing, to be honest.
Re5, you saved a lot of lives today. The Accord is grateful.
Is that it? Are we done? Okay, we're done here.
Upgraded.
Cheers!
New gun. That's nice. Cool. Alright, so before I go, I do want to kind of cover some of the dynamic stuff. So, in addition to questing, there is dynamic content, and this might be the game's saving grace. So I'm going to switch back over to my recon, which, as I described before, has been my main. Cover this briefly. So there is a crafting type thing. You can set up these manufacturing processes, so I probably picked up some stuff to refine. Yep. So, you know, like a free-to-play game, this takes a certain amount of time. I can spend red beans to expedite it. I go to my inventory. So anything in here I'm not interested in keeping, I can salvage. And salvage will give me research points. And, let's see. Cool. I can spend those research points on research towards improving various different things or learning how to make certain things. So, I have enough research. Let's research how to make medium health packs. Okay, or it might be glitched. It's glitched. I don't know how to fix this other than to just keep trying until it works. Because eventually it works. I don't have anything else to refine. Yep, I have 200. Oh, wait, that was what I wanted to research. Nope. Nope. Anyway, so you see there are these research trees. So I've started down the assault rifles tree. You know, once I get enough research, I can do level 10 assault rifles. I think I have... Yeah, I need more research to do. So, you know, once you do all of this, you can actually make one of these and all that kind of stuff, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know why it's being about this. So, you get the idea. So, what you can do is you can take these crystals, which is your primary in-game currency, and exchange those for credits. Credits are used for some things, but one of the things you can use them for is exchanging red beans. This should look similar to what players of Guild Wars 2 are used to with exchanging gold for diamonds, I think it was. Gems? I forget what they call them. I'm pretty sure it was gems. So at about 100, I can make one red bean. And then by comparison, you know, if I wanted to, let's say... So it's like, oh, this mount looks cool. That's 350 red beans, sweet Jesus. And, you know, to get to that from currency exchange, it takes about, yeah, 25 crystals to make a... Yeah, so I could get 175 credits out of what I have right now in crystal. That would make me completely broke, and that would get me one red bean. So yeah, and there's a daily limit on how many you can exchange. You only get 1,000 of these a day. So yeah, they're definitely making it so you don't need to pay to play or pay to get any of that stuff. But it is definitely the much faster way to go. And you know, it's not offensive, but I'll be honest, I'm personally getting kind of sick of all this free-to-play stuff. I think it's a big part of the reason why the subscriptions for some games don't bother me as much, because it means I don't have to deal with this nonsense. Just, you know, tell me how much time it's, you know, reasonable amount of time to unlock stuff in game, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is the map, and these are events that are going on at a given moment. I should not participate in a level 17 event. That will get me killed. So I'm going to head over to that waypoint, find my glider point, which I think is over here. It's over here somewhere. No. There it is. I'm going to play in third person, I think, for the rest of this. No, we'll do first because I'm playing my sniper and I'm going to end up in iron sights a lot. Huh. Where are my third and fourth abilities? Yeah. Is there a reason why those are not? What? Okay. That's weird. Whatever. Crashed LGB. Alright. So I come up to this. I click on it. Starts a thing.
I'm reading a scene imprint on that LGB's hard drive. I'm sending you a data worm to pull the data from there. Okay, the data worm's working. Try not to break it. It's expensive, boss.
Alright. I'm gonna be woefully over-leveled for this part. Hey! That's one of the special sniper suits. Cool. So these are at least a little bit more fun in that you're likely to get people's attention and they'll come help you with it and that sort of stuff. You know, and you don't necessarily know what's going to be available at any given point. It sounds like there's a bit of a group
halfway there.
Element. One of the things that you do in this game is they have these things called thumpers that are used for gathering resources. And I know that one of the group events is you can set up, like, groups can intentionally deploy thumpers of their own, and that creates holdout events for, you know, increased reward, and it might even be faster experience grinding. I don't know that for sure. I haven't tried it. And these two people who showed up are beefed, so I don't need to hardly do anything right now. Throw an ice grenade just because. There are like a bunch of people here now. Get off my thing. Get off my thing. Ow. 9 seconds.
Extraction's complete. I'm calling the data worm back now.
Okay. Got Crystite, experience points, killed 30 mans. Cool. So that's it. Oh, yep, see, and then here's another event. A crashed thumper. So I can come over here, start this up.
Crashed thumper detected.
And I'll get that, and it'll cause repair pieces to come out. And then we need to bring these repair pieces back in time to repair it. But while you're carrying a repaired piece, you can't attack. And of course it's going to spawn a bunch of enemies trying to kill you. So this is the part where, like, if I had an organized situation with friends, it would probably go much, much smoother, since you could coordinate, you know, carrying pieces and fighting bad guys. This is also one of the moments in which the class I'm playing actually has an advantage, because what I can do is I can let a bunch of guys cluster around me, which probably isn't going to happen with all these other people running around. Actually, yeah, we've got so many people running around, they're probably going to be fine. So, forget it. I do have a decoy Did I not pick it up? Huh. No. That was fast. I got salvage. Oof. Yeah, sometimes the frame rate on this tanks. I don't really know why, because the rest of the time it runs fine. But anyway, that's Firefall. That's about what I know about it. So, you know, if you're looking for some sort of adventure, first-person shooter type thing to play, maybe you and your friends at, you know, no introductory cost, maybe you want to check this out. It's not terrible. I think it could be a lot better, but given the price of admission, you can't complain too much. And if nothing else, jetpacks. Woo! Alright, thanks for watching.